Take the next right onto R392.
I'd be lost without Susan, my friends. She's great. People, I'm in County Westmeath here, right?
Continue on R392 for 25 kilometres.
Thanks a million, Susan. Deeply appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in County Westmeath, my friends. I'm just after coming out of the town of Mullingar, right? And I'm heading to a place called Corlea Trackway, okay? Visitor Centre. And the reason why I'm going there, my friends, is because they found a road, right, in a bogland here somewhere, and that was made of oak, right? And it's carbon dated to 147 or 148 BC. So you're talking about a roadway that's over 2,000 years old, right? So that's where I'm heading to, people. So stay tuned, okay? I hope now I can film in here. I hope so. But anyway, stay tuned, my friends, okay? Right, people, this is mental. Look, I'm coming through a town here called Ballymatton, right, in County Longford, that I've never been in before in my life, my friends.
Continue
and that's
straight onto Main Street, R392.
Okay, Susan, will do. I'm ashamed to say that, but that's the truth of it. Never been here before, and I'm going to come back over here and do a video over here, okay? So stay tuned to the channel, my friends. Subscribe to the channel, okay? I'm only 10 minutes away now from...
Continue on R392 for 6 kilometres.
Okay, Susan, but you keep interrupting me when I'm talking. Jesus. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's saying here I'm only 10 minutes away now from the Corlea Trackway, the 2,000-year-old road. Let this woman out, or man out here. You're welcome. See him with the beard. He looks like somebody from the Flintstones. Anyway, so this is Ballymahon. Yeah, it looks like a nice town now. I definitely must come over and do a video over here for sure. Right. Big rain shower ahead of me here, my friends. But that's not going to stop me. Just looking there, people, there's a huge big 2-story house, derelict house there, and then beside it there's, it looks like a semi-detached 2-story derelict house. Do you know what I mean? Now, you can say back to me, Don, you're only looking at 2 derelict sites, but my point on that is there's 15,000 homeless people in Ireland. And yeah, when I'm driving around, there's just shitloads of derelict, unoccupied buildings that could be renovated and used for people. Do you know what I mean? To house people. That's just my take on things, people, right? Okay, stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. Just thinking, this can't be the main way into this visitor centre, or maybe it is, but it's where Susan is leading me to, and I'm only 2 minutes away now, so stay tuned, my friends, okay? Look, someone dumping on the side of the road, disgraceful.
Take the next left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Right, people, so here we are at, what does call it again? Corlea Trackway, right?
You have arrived.
So I hope I can film in here, and it's the OPW, you know, the Office of Public Works, it's their place, right? So, well, it's our place, you know what I mean? Because we pay the wages of the OPW. So I hope to God, after all this driving, I can film this, right? Stay tuned, my friends, to find out. Just have some mad feeling, people, and they're not going to let me film in here, which would be a shame. Right, people, I wasn't allowed to film here, right, which is a pity. The 2 lads were fairly apologetic, but they told me to give me, what would you call it, a place to contact the OPW, right, to ask permission to film, right, and they reckoned that I probably would be allowed to film, but I don't know whether I'll come back or not. People, you have to visit this place called Corlea Trackway. You're talking, see where I'm walking now, right? See it only here. Underneath this boardwalk here is a continuation of that oak roadway from 148 BC, over 2,000 years old, right? You have to visit it. I'm kind of inundated here with all the information, so I'm trying to figure out, can I say anything that's of any relevance and importance about it here, right? So see the bogland here, right? So when they found this roadway, they what was I going to say there now? I'm losing my mind here, people. Look at all this water out in the bog. Look, see that? Now, people, there's walkways over here as well, right? Now, let me try. What was I trying to say there about the bog? Yeah, so you're talking, gone back over 2,000 years ago, they built this roadway, right? There's different theories as to why, right? Now, when they found the roadway here, right, they didn't find any evidence of the people who built the roadway, like no, there's no kind of settlements around it or whatever, right? And they reckon they built it in about 3 months, and they built it in the winter time, right? And they reckon one of the reasons why they built it in the winter time, because bogs are kind of like places in the summer where there's horse flies and there's different insects and stuff that will can bite you, and you know, and bring about disease, and that in the winter time they're not around basically. And they think also that the bog might have been frozen at the time they were doing this too, right? But there's 120 something of these roadways that they found all over Ireland here in different places, right? And they've also found them in places like France and Holland, I think Belgium, and up in Scandinavia as well, right? So one theory about this is, see this direction here, I'm looking at here, this is looking west, okay? So they reckon it could have been a roadway that went all the way over to the province of Connacht, you know, like Queen Maeve and all that kind of stuff. And then I can't show the interpretive centre here. I'm not allowed to show the interpretive centre, but it's a bit kind of crazy, right? But anyway, back to the east, right, which you're going back down to back in the direction of Ushnig, isn't it? It's another big famous place. It's famous as the Hill of Tara, and that possibly it could be in a roadway built by some big king way back, right? But they reckon to build it. I'm not making sense here, am I? Yeah, they reckon to have built it, that one oak tree would have been equivalent to, was it one cow, and I don't know, that was very costly. It was very costly at the time, right? Thousands and thousands of trees were used in this here, and they reckon that the age of the oak trees that were used on this walkway were about 100 years old, right? And they even had a knack. I know it was the Iron Age, right? They said it was during the Iron Age, even though they say there's not much iron found here in Ireland, right? But they had a method of splitting the trees with a kind of a wooden mallet, right? And they used like wooden pieces of timber as wedges to split these trees, right? So again, they reckon that intelligent-wise, they were way advanced people back then, far more advanced than us here. You know what I mean? And like he's saying then again, but all the things that have been found in the bogs of Ireland, like, you know what I mean? The treasures. They found a book. I don't know if it was here now. Going back to the Viking times, right? And they were able to. I don't know how they were able to do it, but it was like it was all written in Latin, right? They were able to separate the pages, right? So a book going way back to the time of the Vikings was found in one of the bogs. Yeah, people, I'm sorry I'm not being fairly articulate about here, but I'm just kind of disappointed that I couldn't go in to show you the trackway, you know, that's preserved inside the visitor centre. Loads and loads of information, little film and all. And I was asking him, did he get many tourists? And he says, yeah, they come from all over the world. They come from Egypt, they come from Australia, they come from Scandinavia, they come from Russia, they come from Brazil, they've come from America, they've come from all over the entire world have come to visit here. And yet I guarantee you there's an awful lot of Irish people that don't even know that this place exists, right? But listen, people, that's really it. I'm a bit disappointed that I couldn't film, but if you're a visitor who's coming to Ireland on holidays, I suggest you put this on your bucket list, because it's amazing. It's amazing that you can go into this visitor centre, and they've put back a whole section of this wooden roadway from over 2,000 years ago, right in the place they found it. They built the interpretive centre around where they found the oak built roadway. So I'm telling you, people, it's well worth a visit, because I was fascinated by it, actually blown away by this, the word I would use. Right, people, so I might go off somewhere for a cup of tea, so stay tuned, okay? Yeah, people, another thing he said to me there was that when they found this bog or oak roadway, right, that there was a kind of, not a dispute, Longford County Council were thinking of, I don't know, taking control of the site or something, and I think it was Board Lamona, which was a company that, you know, excavates peat, you know, from bogs and stuff, right? I think they were going to, you know, take control of it or something, right? But we had two politicians, if you're Irish, you know who they are. Albert Reynolds, which is from this county, County Longford. He ended up being a Prime Minister of Ireland, or on Taoiseach, right? And notorious Charlie Haughey, you know him. Anybody who's Irish will know Charlie Haughey. He was another Prime Minister or Taoiseach. I think he was twice Prime Minister, right? But they were brought out here. They seen the oak roadway and instantly says, no way, the state's going to take over this. And they built this. They got this visitor centre built, right? And yeah, I'm just a bit peeved that I can't film in it, because, you know what I mean. But again, people, it's a place that you'll have to visit. I would recommend it highly. Put it on your list, right? And like, when you're in there, you know, and I'm standing there looking at this roadway, right, from over 2,000 years ago. And I'm just thinking, like, where I'm standing and where I'm looking, there was thousands of people involved in the building of this roadway, right? And they don't exist, they're gone. It's just it's a mad feeling, right? It's a mad feeling, people. But anyway, if you're in Ireland, or you're coming to Ireland and you want places to visit, check out Corlea Trackway. Just put that in, Corlea Trackway. It's in County Longford, right? And it's well worth a visit. Loads and loads of information inside it. Loads of information. And the tour guides are brilliant, right? You know, you'll be fascinated by it, my friends. I can assure you of that. Okay, onwards, people, to somewhere else for a cup of tea or something, okay? Take care. Well, hello again, people. 4 days later, right? I'm back again in Corlea, right? The visitor centre with the 2,000-year-old oak roadway. But I'm down the road from it here, and I'm in the main car park, because there's two walkways around the bog here, and I'm going to go around them, right? So I'm just having my flask of tea, my friends, and some chicken sandwiches on Hovis Seed Sensation bread, okay? And a lovely cup of tea. it just can't beat it, my friends. Having a cup of tea and a sandwich outside in nature, so you can't. Listen, it's the last day here of March, and it's a fantastic day. It's actually 18 degrees here, right? So I'll fill you in a few more little things about that Oak roadway that I was reading about over the last 4 days, okay? So stay tuned, my friends, okay? Stay tuned. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't finish the video the last day because I ran into a big thunderstorm rain when I was out of the car, and the microphone got wet, and yeah, so I just abandoned ship and decided to come back again. So I'm now back here again 4 days later, the last day of March, to finish the video from the Corlea Visitor Centre and Amenity Bog Walk area, right? And the 2,000-year-old Oak roadway. Okay, stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right, people, just a little bit more information about where I am here and the significance of this 2,000-year-old oak road that they found in this bog here. Actually, just in case I forget, they're after finding, I think it's over 100 and something of these timber roadways here in different parts of Ireland, right? And there's one dated older than the one here, but not as big as this one. This one is actually the biggest find they found in the whole of Europe, actually. You know, as I said to you, they found them in France, I think Belgium, Holland, Scandinavia, and I also think in parts of Russia they were found, right? But this is the biggest one. They've no real idea why it was built, right? But here's the thing, I'm in the OPW app here, right? On my... Hold on a second now. Yeah, and you see, in that direction there, people, that's west. And behind me here is east, right? And one theory is that going back to that time, 2,000 years ago, would have been pagan times, you know, the myths and the legends, all that kind of stuff, the kings and the queens and all this kind of stuff, right? But in the OPW here, there's a woman called Shauna Fox, right? And she's talking about Queen Maeve, right? So Queen Maeve had, from her seat of power at Rathcrogan, right? So Rathcrogan is west of here, across the Shannon in the county of Roscommon, right? But in the province of Connacht, right? So you can, like, I don't know whether she was a real, like, queen, right? There's loads of stories all about her, right? But anyway, so you have Queen Maeve, right, from Rathcrogan across the Shannon there on the west side. And then on the east side here, people, you have, do you know the significance of the Hill of Tara in County Meath, right? Well, you also have a place called Slieve Uckna. I think it's, I'm probably not pronouncing that properly anyway, right? But that was supposed to be, that's real significant place as well, right? And it probably even at times was more significant than the Hill of Tara. And they reckoned it was the centre of Ireland, right? Now, if you look on Google Maps today, Slieve Uckna is not in the centre of Ireland. And I'll just show you on Google Maps where the centre of Ireland is. Okay, so hold on please, okay? Right, people, I'm on my Google Maps here, right, on my phone, and I've just put in the centre of Ireland, right? So you see here, look, I'll just show you this now. Okay, now hold on a second. So where I am here now is the centre of Ireland. It's in a place called Adamstown, right? Now, look at Slieve, what was I calling it again? Yeah, so look at, let me go back here again, sorry. So the red mark is the centre of Ireland, okay? And over here, there's Slieve Uckna, right? So it's not far from the centre of Ireland, okay? Now, one of the men in that centre there, visitor centre, was saying to me that, I don't know whether it was some foreign German or something, I can't remember, right? But I don't know whether he was a geologist or something, right? And he was saying, like, you know, you have to remember that the oak roadway was, you know, it's over 2,000 years old. And he reckons because of, like, corrosion, you know what I mean, from the sea and everything, that who knows that 2,000 years ago, Slieve Uffnick could have been the direct centre of Ireland, right? Which they don't really know. I'm blathering on here, right? But they don't really know why this roadway was built through the bog, right? It wasn't just to move cattle across the bog to land, right? Because of the construction of it, okay? They didn't find any settlements around it. Neither did they find any bodies that would have had, you know, and the building of it probably could have died or something, you know what I mean? They found nothing, right? It's a bit of a mystery, right? But they do, one theory is that it was a significant road that could have had went, if it went in a straight line from here west, you'll head over there to where, I forget the name of it already, Queen Maeve is in Roscommon across the Shannon in the province of Connacht. And if you went east from it, it would bring you straight up to Slieve, what's it called, Ushnig or something, right? Which is another significant site here. Very, very important historical site, right? So you reckon it could have been a roadway from one to the other, right? That's really all I'm going to say about that, people, because all the information that the man was telling me here the other day, it's kind of, you know, I tried to keep it in here, but I couldn't because I was inundated with so much information, right? That's why, people, I recommend go visit it for definitely. You'll be blown away by it, actually. And listen, do you know the way I wasn't allowed to film in it? Now, the men were fairly apologetic, right? 2 men. I couldn't film inside it, right, or whatever, right? But look at this now. They gave me, like this little leaflet here. I'll show you this, right? Now, so I can show you this because this is given to me by them, right? So you see there now, and see the kind of the doorway there, that's the doorway you come in, and you come into a rotunda, so it's circular, right? And as you can see there, there's loads of information, loads and loads you can read there, right? Up here, just there, is on the rotunda, is a painting depicting, what would you call it, the people at the time, right? It's very good. And of course the dome is a glass dome, right? Now, here's a map, people, of where I'm at here now, right? Okay, so, right, so I'm in this car park here, right? See that there, up there. And here's the whole, there's 2 walkways, a short one. I'm going to do the big one here, all up along here, around these kind of, I don't know, lakes you want to call them. And the visitor centre is just right there, right? So, yeah, people, highly recommend a visit to it, and it's free admission, right? The only thing is you can't take pictures and you can't video, but they do allow you to take a picture of the roadway that's inside the building. You can take a picture of that, okay? So, I'm going on this lovely walk now, my friends, so stay tuned, okay? Right. Listen, the yellow furze bush is lovely, look. It's just the time of the year now that they're coming into bloom, look. Aren't they beautiful? Yellow furze. Ah, the high clouds. Woohoo! Ah, I'm in heaven here, my friends, I'm in heaven. Even though I don't believe in heaven. But anyway, yeah. Another thing, people, if you go to visit, and do go to visit it now, right, you'll be very, very impressed, right? But I also, they couldn't take a picture, I couldn't take a picture of it, right? There's an oak sculpture as you come back out of the room where they have the preserved part of this 2,000-year-old oak roadway, okay? You come out, and just before you go back into the rotunda area, right, there's a sculpture, a wooden sculpture made of oak by, I can't think of his first name, a local, I don't know, what would you call it, artist, right? And he's done it artist called Casey, right? And he has it done, it's like, it's a Cuchulainn. I think it could be Cuchulainn on his horse, right? And it's brilliant, right? But he says the timber that sculpture was made from is 4,000 years old. You know what I mean? So yeah, you get to see that, my friends, and lots of information, not only from the two tour guides, right, but also from the you know, it's all around you there in the rotunda. Loads of stuff to read. Fascinating, right? I know I'm blathering on a bit of people, but I can't articulate what I seen over there, right? I just can't, because I didn't study it. You know, so much information they gave me, fair play to them, that's their job, but they were brilliant, the two men, right? Well, one man was bringing me around, and fantastic information he was giving me, right? Anyway, people, and I'm going to stop talking about that now and just enjoy this walk here, but I highly recommend a visit to Corlea Visitor Centre in County Longford to have a look at this super cool 2,000-year-old wooden roadway, right? That's the biggest one found in the whole of Europe, right? So check it out, my friends, and stay tuned. Look at the lake out here, my friends. Look in the bogland as well. Isn't it lovely? You know something, people, I keep saying it, and I'll say it over and over again, and probably in all my videos, but nature, I know we're part of it, right? It's just so good for you, so good for your mind, and of course the sunshine is good for you as well. 93 million miles away, my friends, the sun. Yeah, look at these lovely trees, aren't they gorgeous? They're nice trees, they're not psycho trees like in Kilishandra. Yeah, these are like super cool trees. Look at them, aren't they lovely? Actually, they look really healthy looking, them trees. There's a big jet flying off somewhere, probably to Donald Trump land or something. Ah, it's mad, people. This is the first day of the new year now, where, as you can see, I'm not wearing the hat, and I have my coat wrapped around me here because it's too warm to walk with a coat. This is just lovely here. All the birds singing here in the trees here. The bogland and the lake over there as well. And it's probably filled with loads and loads of wildlife. There's not one person here now at the minute on this walk, not one. I did see two people when I came into the car park, but they're gone. It's just me, my friends, and you, of course. So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right, people, I don't know how soggy it is here, but I shouldn't probably be going through here at all. But I see a swan over here. So I just want to go over and say hello to the swan if I can. So this would be all like peat, you know what I mean? Peat briquettes, peat moss for your garden. That's all stopped now, you know. They're putting them back now. She sees me here, the swan. But if I just get this picture here of her, she's just kind of posing here. She sees me now. And yeah, just let me see if I can get this, people. Stay where you are, little swanny. Don't be afraid. I'm not here to hurt you. Hello. How are you today? No, No, it's okay, it's okay. Listen, I'm not out to get you. I'm out to say hello and have a chat with you. You're looking very well there. Looking really, really well. Lovely in white, yeah. You're looking gorgeous in white. What kind of washing up powder do you use? Personal automatic, is it? Yeah? Oh, just hang on there, because I think you're lovely. Hold on. Oh, don't go away. No. That's not fair. What's your name, by the way? Have you got a name? You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Are you not lonely there by yourself, no? Are you quite happy in your own company? Are you quite happy in your own company, yeah? You're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, my friend. Right, listen, I've got more walking to do and places to go, so I'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, my friend. Oh, that's so cool, isn't it? And look at the bulrushes as well, and they're deadly. Oh, this is great. I'm enjoying this, my friends. People, I know I said shouldn't be walking into the bog, but I'm not going just far off the pathway just because it's just a beauty that I'm seeing here. Look at the rushes. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look. You know, wouldn't you think that a bog would be boring, but it's not. Look at all the ecosystem. All the different like insects and different creatures and animals that are they're being sustained here by this bog, you know. Incredible, isn't it? Look at this, isn't it lovely? Brilliant. People, this is amazing. Look, see the yellow furze bush grown here on top of the peat and the heather. Now that heather will be coming into bloom now in the next month or two, right? But you see all around here, look at the layers, you know, of history from the top to the bottom that you're looking at here. We're talking a couple of thousand years, you know what I mean? Incredible. Oh, this is great. Look at this, people, remains of a tree. I wonder how old is this? Look, see it there? And you know something, people? I don't know how long it'll be before that's completely gone, right? But it's still going to be there long after I'm gone, you know. That's what I find amazing about when you go to places like this, you know what I mean? It kind of puts things into perspective, you know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't know what you think, my friends, but that's what I think. Like it is amazing, isn't it? Look, all this heather here on top of the peat, the bog, right? That'll be coming into bloom, let's say, the next couple of weeks, really. And look at the lone little tree there, doing its own thing, surviving on its own. Look, on the bog. Isn't that amazing? Again, people, just look at that now. From where the heather is on the top of the peat, just to here, where the water is. Like, how many years is it from there to there that we're looking at there now? A couple of thousand probably, wouldn't it? Isn't it amazing? Nature, it's incredible. Oh, people, this is just brilliant. It really is. It's brilliant. I'm loving it. Look at all these. Must have been trees that was, you know, they found and put them down here. It's a kind of a tree sculpture and it's gorgeous. I have to say it's gorgeous. Look at the furze bushes. And these old ancient trees. Dead trees, obviously. Incredible, my friends, incredible. Now, people, you can go this direction too, and it'll bring you over to the Royal Canal. There's a walkway along the Royal Canal there, right over this way. But I'm going to continue this way back to the car, okay? So stay tuned, my friends. This is fantastic. It really is now. I know I say this everywhere I go, but it's fantastic. Right, people, so I can see it from here. I don't know if you can pick it out on the GoPro, but that Corlea Trackway Visitor Centre is just over there. If you had taken that little trail to the Royal Canal, it would lead you back over to the Corlea Trackway Visitor Centre. That's definitely, people, a must to visit. Free of charge, right? Can't film, can't take photographs, but you can take a photograph when they bring you in to show you part of the restored and preserved trackway. You can take a picture of that, right? But definitely pay a visit to it, because it'll just blow your mind away. It really will. It blew my mind away anyway, for definite. So it's going to blow yours too, my friends. So stay tuned. Right, people, I'm back in the car park here again after finishing the big loop, right? So that's it, my friends, from Corlea Bog Amenity Walk, right? And from the Corlea Trackway Visitor Centre, okay? I hope you enjoyed it, my friends, because I tell you one thing, I certainly did. It was fabulous, right? And the walk is free and the visitor centre is free. And yeah, so that's it, my friends. Stay tuned. If you like the video, please press the like. And if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe. It's free, right? And I know where I'm going next, actually, people. I'm leaving here now, and I'm going up to a town or a village on the northern end of Lough Ree, right beside the River Shannon, which is the Shannon runs through Lough Ree, for a cup of tea and to make a new video. So stay tuned, my friends, till next Sunday from Lanesborough in County Longford, okay? Take care, my friends, and keep safe.